Hello, hello, Swordbako from Annapolis Rejects, showing a random match on a Tuesday night because I was bored. So we got a div here. I really don't like playing lower than tier 10 these days with the carriers, but Reba said that he would play carrier, so here's the opportunity. If somebody's lower tier, you go up tier. It's kind of anchoring. It's kind of a cheese, but that way you know you're not bottom tier, like tier 6, and have like tier 8 carriers or something like that. It's like the only way you can kind of manipulate the matchmaking, really. Not to say that you couldn't be like tier 6 carrier, you go in with tier 7 cruisers, and then there's still tier 8 battleships and stuff like that. Like, I mean, that could happen just because of the spacing and the weirdness that the matchmaking is, and I just never understood why they don't go to standardize kind of bracketing, you know, 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s, 5s and 6s, 7 and 8s, 9 and 10s. Like, it seems like that just lines up like that, especially the way that the modules are and everything. Like, it makes sense. But, you know, it is what it is, how it is now. So I got enough tier 10s. I just play tier 10 all the time. And I am in my Belfast. I don't play it very often. My commander's like 14 points, something like that. And I think he was 13. And right before this, I switched. I plussed him up to 14 so I could get concealment expert, because then run around on him this whole time without concealment expert. I don't know if the replay shows if I... Oh, no. I just switched over to my AA to their side. AA's pretty sad. Doesn't have defensive fire, obviously. I don't think I'm running any sort of AA flag on it. It's just not a strong AA ship. Because of the shorter range and because of the stealthiness of the ship, I was trying to figure out a way to get in close on this map. Because it's standard battle, it makes it kind of weird. Like, you're not really sure where you're supposed to go. Because the DDs are kind of acting strange, going around. Benson, the Z39, doesn't know where he's going. It's not spotting or anything like that. So yeah, so it's kind of one of those scenarios where it's like, you know, I'll just push up, see what happens. And I think right now, as I'm telling my division mates, like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. No idea. But I see this King George. He's kind of close. I figure, hey, I got the smoke. If I can get within a good, you know, just outside of my radar range, and I'll have a good, I can set up smoke. And obviously you want to set up outside the radar range because my detection's 8.9, radar is 8.5, so you don't want to roll up to radar range because he's obviously going to see you. But a lot of times, like, to stop just at the edge, even like a DD, do the same thing, roll up at the edge of your detection so they see you for a split second, and when you go smoke, maybe they'll shoot. Right? And so the trick is to fire at you while you're in smoke. Then you'll see them, they won't see you, and then you can shoot on them until their detection drops off, or they shoot again. Both of which could happen. Now, I could stop right here, but I see this Graspy, and I'm thinking, man, I want to get a little closer, get on this Graspy, and you know, honestly, I can elevate and shoot the King George. But the closer I am to the edge of my radar, the better. That way, if they ever do make a move, if they stop shooting and they just want a straight beeline to me, I can set it up. So I'm at the edge. I set up my smoke. Obviously, Belfast does not stop at all. I'm not paying attention. My guns aren't on the right side for my AA. And took some damage. Lost a module. Oh. This is what I wanted to get, was his graph speed. Definitely knows I'm here. Looking at his guns. Even taking some shots at me. With this amazing graph speed accuracy. That's pretty sad. I do have IFHE. So I am aiming at the water line. But because it's so flat, so broad to me, I'm gonna try to stick some AP in there. Let me see, I got 4 solid hits there. 5 more pens. And he's kind of rotating away, so I'll go back to HE. Which is good, because he just turned out. Realized I was chunking him for 4K. I don't know why he's turning back in now, but he's definitely not looking this way, so he's not thinking about it. But yeah, the IFHE is real. Secure the kill. King George. So he's trying to get some fires here. Now he dropped off detection. But somebody's spotting them. I was gonna use my radar, but my smoke's gone, so there's no point anymore. So keep shooting at the armor. They'll get full pens. As long as they don't hit his guns. So because he's coming at me, I'm aiming just below the stern. Hopefully it travels. And I'm the bow, and he travels. He'll actually push underneath where I've aimed, and put his guns underneath there, and hit him in the superstructure or the rear deck. Now I'll try to stay angled to him. The problem is when you fight somebody for this long, and they miss enough, and you're under 10K on a battleship, like. His groupings are pretty tight. Now, he should be using HE. Like, that's given. The reason that he's not is because he's thinking, ooh, it's a cruiser. I can punish this guy. I just need to get a home run shot. I mean, 5K is pretty sizable shot. I mean, that's like 18% of my health right there. And so now he's motivated. Now, of course, nobody's really punishing him from cross shots like the Ismail should be. Either one of them. We have 2 Ishmaels? Gee, I just realized that. But said eventually you're gonna get a shot that's gonna hit you hard. It's just gonna happen. And there it is. That's a third of my health. Well, it's a third of my total maximum health. It was like half of what I had left. Yeah. So eventually dispersion is going to cause a stray round to go other than where he's trying to aim, and that's actually going to citadel you through the deck. And that's what happens when somebody just gets to shoot at you for, I don't even know, what, 2 minutes now. Beauty is that I killed him. He definitely had the better ability to kill me with alpha and the potential damage, but I stayed true. I didn't get that many fires, and I just try to minimize the damage that's taken. So at this point, 5,800 hit points. Not really sure what to do. We're down a couple of ships, down a DD. You know, that Benson that had no idea what he was doing way over there. Obviously, he died because making silly errors. Yeah, it's a standard battle, but what are you going to do when you go around up to those little islands where you have no vision and you come around a corner and boom, there's a cruiser there? Like, if you don't get all torpedoes on them, you're going to die. There's nowhere to go. They're gonna hydra you. They're gonna radar you. Well, I don't think they have radar. So yeah, a lot of this has to do with the fact that it's a regular match. So DD's getting really, really confused on what they're supposed to do, which should be spotting.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. All stations reporting the position.
All right, so the Nelson was faced away from me, so I was like, well, no retaliation. I could shoot this guy. He'd have to turn around to shoot at me, which he did. He absolutely turned around his whole ship to try to get me. So I'm just gonna creep up, move as close as possible. There's 4 battleships over here. I don't think we're gonna win the match, but I figure, hey, you know what? Let's try to be annoying. I could have gone around and like looked for the DDs and, you know, but if I can, you know, maybe mitigate some damage here, try to be crafty with my smoke, maybe I can get a kill. So that's what I was thinking. Now, my division mate tells me, hey, my game just crashed, and I think I'm going to die. I'm like, well, we're definitely going to lose now. And yeah, he's not firing or anything. I'm watching these guys, and I'm like, man, are they going to run into each other? I think they're going to run into each other. Yep. And there's absolutely no reason for that. Nelson easily could have gone left and gone around. There was no reason to hit the New Mexico. And yeah, so friendly Nelson dies. Telling me in Discord. He's asking me how he died. I'm like, and I'm not. I mean, I'm trying not to die myself. So Nelson shooting. That's why I can see him.
Smoke screen set.
Get a fire. Now, Nelson has that super heal. I'm kind of waiting for it at any second. He's just going to reprint a new ship here. And he starts going back forward. I realize the fire's still going. He hasn't healed. 2,000 hit point. Uh-oh.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Well, that makes it interesting. Going down by 1 ship now. And it's me and 3 battleships over here. So my 4 teammates should be able to... Oh, no, never mind. Down by 2 ships again. So aiming at the waterline, trying to get full pins. He dipped off. Nobody sees him. Alright, use the radar. Problem is, my smoke is almost over.
Attack enemy aircraft.
And I have to keep shooting because he's within my 18.9 detection range. So I was thinking about shooting out of New Mexico to see if I could get a quick fire. But I was thinking I could be out of detection before the 20 seconds. No reason to risk it. Let's just focus on active maneuvering. Wiggling the butt around. Trying to dodge these shots. So when I hit the 8.990, New Mexico won't see me anymore. Who is burning, by the way? I say that. I think that fire just went out. So I got a minute left for my smoke. This Bioko is broadside to 3 battleships. and barely moving. About to take torpedo drops.
Torpedoes to starboard.
The carrier even was like, man, this dude's gonna die. I'll try to go get this Belfast over here, because this my uncle's dead meat. And a gallop went to the bottom of the ocean. So yeah, I mean, I got 6 fires at this point. No witherer. So 130,000 damage, which no more than 59,000 HE damage, because I would have had witherer by now. So that's, you know, you're talking 70,000 on just IFHE pens. Now, the Ismail telling me to come back, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, he has broadsides on the New Mexico. Like, he should be smashing that guy.
Smoke generator started.
Because they want to get me. And I'm using my smoke again. This is my last smoke.
Smoke screen.
I will have a radar up here in case he comes in. Not spotted. Got a fire. That's good.
Get back.
Try to activate the maneuver, but it's hard. Of course, enemy DD in the gap. Alright. So that's my 4th kill. They still have 5 ships alive, so do the math. That's 4 kills out of 7. I mean, this is the Belfast that you cannot get. Alright. Now, I could have turned and left. Right? I easily could have gone through my smoke. Right? But I'm really thinking the Ismail is going to shoot this guy. It doesn't. Alright, now. It's like so close to being out of my smoke. Of course, yeah. There's still another battleship over here. Because the Ismail is trying to kill DDs. Which is just hilarious. And the New Mexico shooting AP the whole time. Looking for the home run shot. Pretty sure if those hits would have been HE, he would have got me long ago.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
So we didn't win. Can I? How do I? Yeah, 188,000. Carrier. Is there a way? I remember how to do this. Oh. Like shit. Yeah, it's not working like it's supposed to. Well, anyways, there we go. It finally moved. Anyways, we didn't get it. Didn't get the win. And that was it.